Hi, I know you've all heard of stem cells, but I am here to clear some things up as to explain to you why we need to further invest into stem cell research. You may not know this, but hundreds of thousands of people in this country alone are on a waiting list. A waiting list for organ transplant. Now, these transplants are essential for these people's survival. But sadly, many of these people die each and every day because they simply just run out of time. So as you can imagine, transplanting an organ from one human being to another, even just a part of an organ, is a very long and very daunting process. It's not easy. If you think of it this way, an organ is like a large structure, a building or a house. It's big, has a lot going on, a lot that goes into it. It's complex. But most importantly, it has a specific function, a duty. It does something. Thinking about it like this, you can kind of see why it is so hard to have organ transplants. So, how do we improve this? How do we speed this up? How do we save lives? This is a question that has puzzled scientists, geneticists, and doctors, as well as the patients, for many years now. And the answer that we've came up with is stem cells. Now there are two types of stem cells, embryonic and adult. Embryonic is young. It's like a baby. It can grow up, become anything, like a blank piece of paper essentially. It's like a blank piece of paper essentially. It is what we call pluripotent. It has the ability to become anything. A hair cell, a liver cell, a skin cell, anything. It can become anything. Right now, it's just blank. It's nothing. It will be someday, but it's nothing. Now, the idea behind this was scientists thought that we could put it in collagen and add protein, and so we could essentially turn this empty blank cell and write instructions on it to become, say, a lung cell. Now, this is a rather brilliant idea, wouldn't you agree? But the problem with this is it's controversial. Embryonic means you're taking it from an embryo. You are eliminating the possibility for human life of that embryo. Raising so much controversy, scientists had to turn to another type of stem cell, adult stem cell. Adult stem cell is like an adult. It's grown up. It has its function. It has its duty. It knows what it's doing. It has a job. So it's already developed into your skin cells, your liver cells, your heart cells, your eye cells, your toenail cells. It's already become that. So it's much harder to take this and turn it into a different kind of cell. Now, an advantage of this is there's much more and it's less controversial, but it is just so hard and takes so much money to turn it in from one thing to another. Now, what do we do about this? In 2006, in his lab in Japan, Dr. Shinya Yamanaki came up with a solution. He created iPS cells. iPS cells stands for induced pluripotent stem cells. Essentially, what Dr. Yamanaki was and is doing is taking a normal cell, such as a fat cell seen here on the right, wiping it clean, and turning it into an embryonic stem cell. Sounds rather easy. It's not. It's actually really expensive and a very complicated process. Now, what Dr. Yamanaki essentially found and how to do this was, and here's an example, you would take a skin cell, and say you need a lung cell. You need part of a lung. What you're going to do is you're going to introduce the gene, you're going to basically wipe it clean. Gone. It is pluripotent once more. Then you're going to go through this process where you're going to introduce a culture which has proteins which will stimulate it and turn it into an iPS cell, which is induced pluripotent stem cell. Now it can become a nerve cell, a cardiac cell, a fat cell, cartilage, lung cell, anything. Now, this is a great idea, and it solved the issue at hand. And when I first found out about this, I was very excited. And I hope it excites you, because this essentially is going to save a lot of lives. The issue is funding. As I said earlier, this is not easy. It's expensive. It just takes a lot of funding. You can't just do this in a day. You need money, as does all new things. So I hope that you will help join me in raising awareness for this to help save lives. Thank you.